How to make $500,000 in 3 months?
No, 30 days.
Max Profit here, guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna go to Craigslist Hunter, and I just want to show you what kind of guy is he. We're gonna do some really short interview with him. I want to show you his shop, what he got over there, and maybe we're gonna find out something about him what you actually don't know. So who knows how he's gonna go today. So let's see and find out what he's all about. And we are here. We're gonna take camera inside. I'm not sure if I can use camera inside, so I'm just gonna pray that I'm not gonna get killed or hurt. Okay, so let's go inside and it's pretty big, and it's just keep going, so it's pretty big. I think I'm gonna buy this one. And now we are in trouble.
You are in trouble.
And now we are in trouble.
How are
Alex,
you guys?
we are in trouble. We're going to jail. Okay, so this is Craigslist Hunter, Max and Alex, and we really came here to find out what is going on, how real is this man, if I can touch him, and I can touch him for real. He's a real guy, real shop, everything is just too real. Real hair, yeah? Yes. Beard.
No, it's all fake. It's all fake.
And even Milo is there, and that's the real Almost tiger.
He's the main star.
He's the main star.
He's the main star, right? Milo? How are you, buddy? How are you, buddy?
He's the real star. Look. He knows what is going on, and so I would like to ask something Pete, if he's willing to give us short interview. So
Sure,
Yes.
we'll talk.
how to make $500,000 in 3 months?
No, 30 days.
30 days, even better. So keep watching.
So Max, you got some questions for me?
Yes, I do have some questions. So first, how to become a millionaire? No. Let's go.
It's funny because this is like the most question asked, like all the time. How do you make money
Fast,
fast,
easy.
easy, right?
No work.
No work. It's done overnight.
Yes.
Tomorrow you wake up,
Yeah.
you got $7 million in your bank. Okay, so this is what social media does, right? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat. Everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to make a quick buck. Everybody's driving a Porsche, right?
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work like that. It just never did. And whoever is saying all this crap, and I watched your video the other day actually.
My previous video, when I get so pissed about the guy, no, that one.
Exactly, exactly. I don't know his name. I don't remember his name. You know that video that the guy makes. It's all about the show. It's all
a show.
about the views. It's nothing else. You know. I don't think he even sells one item. So you see a lot of this stuff out there. You know. And reality is so different, and you know it.
Yeah.
You've been selling now for a while. You know.
No,
how it is.
actually, that's the thing. I'm selling only for 1 year, but I've been reseller since I was 13 years old. When I sold, actually, I used to have small hamster. Yeah, I used to have that, and I trade hamster for rabbit, and then the rabbit I trade for small dog. So that's how I got my dog, my first nice dog. Because I trade from that. So when I was 13 years old, so actually I was a reseller. So I was almost born as a reseller.
Yeah.
Trading, right? But actually reseller, only 1 year.
Yeah. But
Here.
you got it in your blood.
But it's in your blood. You either have or you don't.
That's so
right?
true. That's so true, and it does help a lot, right? When you have that little niche inside you that it's all about the hustle, right? It's
Hustle.
not always about, making that $1 million. It's about just doing this freaking gig that it's so awesome,
Yeah.
So yeah, what you see out there a lot and hear a lot, a lot of people speculating, a lot of people are talking just BS,
Yeah.
The real truth is hard work, lots of work. It's a grind. It's a non-stop looking, packing, shipping, listing. That's how it is.
Exactly.
That's how it is.
That's
So-
why I create my channel, and that's why I'm here today, because you're one of the real guy.
I try.
And I learn from you a lot. It's not like I'm trying to kiss your ass, but the reality is I learn a lot from you, and you are a really honest guy. And I came here today to show people how real you are for real. Are you real for real, or are you one of those guys from YouTube?
Yeah.
They pretend.
Have $1 million.
Have $1 million,
Driving
have
a
a-
car. All the women behind. Yeah.
Have a Lamborghini
Yeah.
or whatever, right? And they rent the house for a few days, and they invite, that's what they do. And so that's why I came
That's
here,
true.
and I see it's a real hustle, real work.
Yeah. So we are sitting right now in my back room. This is where
Which I love it.
when I pack the stuff, there's a bag right here that is getting ready to pack. All the inventory that it's online right now, you're seeing right behind me.
Yeah.
This is real stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel good here. So let's start with the question. So first question would be, how long you been in reselling business?
I mean, it's been a very long time. It's over 20 years. The actual selling online, since pretty much online started, meaning, when eBay started in 94, 95, I think I jumped on it like 97, 98.
Yes.
So it's been about 20 years off and on, meaning off and on that we went a little bit different, trying to do different ventures. Not only selling stuff that you see behind me, back in the day when there was an option to flip cars, I flipped cars as well.
Oh, so cars as well.
There was an option to flip couple houses. When the market was good, we flipped couple houses as well. So, you know, it's a constant roller coaster. But
So it's in your blood.
if I can hustle and make a buck,
Yeah.
I try to do that. Now, the main core of the business since I opened the store has been selling, you know, the smaller stuff.
Yeah.
And creating the store itself was idea behind another business that we actually ran, which was junk removal and demolition business that we closed down about 6 years ago now with Adrian. No, it's probably about 5 years, but even 5 years ago was still running an operation. That business gave us idea to open the store
Okay.
because we were getting so much stuff from hauling service, from the junk removal, that we needed a place to sell out of it.
So actually one door closed and actually they open another door.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly. That's so.
Wow.
Before that, we just had a typical warehouse that we've been trying to sell stuff out of the warehouse, and eventually city caught up with us and they shut us down because we were creating too much
that's cool.
traffic. So it's a non-stop process of things that we did over the years. I'm pretty sure you know I opened another store a couple years back that I ran it for half a year or like 8 months, and we had to close down. So you never know what's in the books.
Okay.
Just because you plan something in the future, you never know if it's gonna pan out and if it's gonna work out. That's why you constantly have to try and try new things. I mean, that's how I am. I mean, good thing is that I do have a partner, which is Adrian, and a lot of my ideas, they come up, he crushes it down, which actually is a very good thing, because I come up with so many crazy, stupid ideas.
And he just makes sure
And
you're gonna pick the cherry.
Exactly.
So
And
he's
he
cherry
said-
picker.
Well, not necessarily that, but he tells me, Pete, whatever you're thinking, it's not gonna work. It doesn't make sense. And I am thinking then maybe twice about it, and I go, oh, okay, yeah, he's right.
That's very good. Yeah.
So, but that's my mentality, you know, I'm always up and hustle and find new ways to find business, new ways to resell stuff, you know, so.
So since you're in the reselling business, what is your best find you ever found?
I mean, we had quite a few nice flips, especially when it comes to flipping stuff online, you know, like I said, you know, a nice Rolex that we bought, you know, for $1,500 and we sold for $7,000.
Oh, that's nice.
Or a nice Paul Gibson guitar, 1968 Paul Gibson guitar, or 68 guitar that we bought for $2,000. I think we sold for $14,000. Things like that. But I tell you, as far as like the most money flip, is actually stuff that you're probably still gonna see here on some of the shelves. And this is the cosmetics that I sell.
Cosmetics.
Because this is a product that it's always in demand.
Yeah.
And I try to buy in big volume and flip it, but not flip it instantly, but over time.
Okay.
So for example, I bought a big lot of cosmetic last year, and this is over a year now, that I think I paid $13,000 for the whole lot. I flipped almost instantly within few days nice chunk of those cosmetics for $16,000, and left me still about 70% of the cosmetics left over to sell over the time, and I'm selling till this day. Like you see those boxes right here, they're sitting right there.
Yes.
This is all cosmetics that I'm selling every single day.
Wow.
And it still makes money. I already got my money back. Okay. I flipped it. I made a little bit, but now every month, every day, the stuff is selling and you're making money. That's how you really make money in this business. Not on those one item big time hitters. It's the little
But for
stuff.
somebody who's just starting like me, for example, those little things, right? Those are easier to actually purchase, right? Because
Well, of course, because it
13,000
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all about being in a business long enough, getting the right connections, and eventually down the line, when you do this for a while, you have the money and you can do big buys like this, right? But at the beginning, when you're starting, that's probably the easiest business to get into, because you can go and hit those Goodwills and thrift stores, and you can buy, pair of shoes for $4 and flip them for $30, or you can buy the jeans, for $6 and flip them for 28 or whatever. You know what I mean? Or garage sales that you gotta find something.
So it takes growing, right? Like
exactly, and you can slowly reinvest the money, right? You bought something for $2, you flipped it for 27. Now you put 7 back to the business, you put 20 in your pocket, and you keep rolling and rolling and rolling. And that's how people build big. That's how we started. I mean, at the beginning, we were buying, little things. I still super enjoy going to garage sales. I do it every year. Do I have to? I don't, but it's just the rush that you get going and finding the stuff. I mean, that's what this game is all about,
Another question would be really interesting to me as well, family and reselling business. Because a lot of people when they go outside to Goodwill, women, and they're gonna start bringing home those used clothing, and the husband is like, really? What's that? Or guys, for example, they're gonna start for garage sales, and they're gonna come home with old cabinets and that. How important is to have somebody on your side?
Well, it's huge. It's very important. But from the beginning, I think the spouse or the girlfriend or husband and wife, they have to understand what you're trying to do, right? That you're just not buying as a hobby and storing stuff in a basement. That you're really thinking about making a business out of this. Most people start as a hobby and they turn it into a business. But if you start at the beginning being serious about it, and you let your significant other that you are serious about it, most of the time they will support you, And soon as a little bit of money is gonna start coming in, they really gonna support you. And then when you start showing that you're working hard at it, I think any side would be crazy not to support somebody, especially if they enjoying doing something, And like I said earlier, it won't happen overnight. It takes time, to show even to your wife or to your husband. But if you put the time, but it's important. It's super important to have that, support.
Okay.
Because if somebody's gonna be nagging on you, what are you doing? Then it just doesn't give you the option to grow. It just crushes you down.
Why is not selling?
It's important.
Okay.
I'm not a doctor and psychiatrist. I'm not Dr. Phil.
No?
I'm not gonna give,
Dr. Craigslist Phil.
but it is super important.
So here we got year 2019. A lot of people, when they go to Goodwill, especially after work, after 5 o'clock, they're not gonna find probably nothing because there are resellers early morning there. So in 2019, it's still possible to start reselling business?
You know what?
And selling on eBay or?
I don't think the mentality of thinking that 5 p.m. rolls around and there's nothing in the store to find because all the resellers already went through the stuff and found everything, I think it's crazy. I think there's stuff always there to be found. You just have to know what you're looking for, There's always stuff that people are gonna miss. Is it viable business, meaning 2019, can you still make money? Absolutely. 100%. Just baby steps. We've been talking for the last 15 minutes about baby steps. It just takes time. So 100% you can make money. You're not gonna make money overnight like I've been saying, but it's baby steps and it will happen. And you're learning non-stop, right? Today you just found something new, you checked it, it sells for this much. Next week, next month, you already remember about that, you're gonna find another one. Next day you find another one. And after a year, all of a sudden you know 20, 30 different items that you go into the store and you look for. Today, as a first day, you might not know anything. And you go, shit, there's nothing in a store.
Exactly, that's what's gonna push you down. Actually, there is nothing there.
So it's the time of learning, getting the knowledge, and just...
So for example, if I'm new into reselling, right? I just wanna start tomorrow. What are the best category to go into if I do not have my budget is, let's say, $1,000 for starting, and I want quick money? What are the best category to go into?
So here's the thing. I think thinking about how much budget you have or what categories to go in is the wrong approach. The correct approach is what you already know about that's gonna make this interesting at the beginning. So let's say you have an interest in golf. You've been golfing for 20 years, you know all the equipment, you know the brands, you know what to look for already because you are kind of expert in that field. Start looking for that. Why? Because it will show not only to you but to everybody that it's buying from you that you know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Because when you're starting and you're trying to get into something brand new, you are never confident. You're never 100% sure, oh, is this gonna sell? But if you pick something up that you've been using for last 6 years and you know it's worth $150 and you just found it for 10 bucks, you know that this is gonna sell. Maybe you're not into the sports, but maybe you are into clothing. Maybe you like shoes. Maybe you collect watches. Maybe you collect vintage fishing lures.
So start something what you're interested already
Exactly, because that it's gonna help you
to move forward quicker probably.
and be enjoyable.
And so I would
That's the
say
biggest
enjoy
thing.
what you're doing.
Because remember, when you're having good time doing something,
There's
it
no work
doesn't feel like work.
It's not that work anymore. Yeah?
Okay? And then when you sell something on top of it,
It's more happy.
exactly.
It's actually happiness.
So
Or make you happy, yeah.
if anybody who's starting, first try to sell everything that you have in a house that you don't use. That's the biggest thing, because you get your feet wet, right? How to take pictures, how to put it online, how to prep it, ship it, pack it, you know, it takes time. Everybody makes it seems like it's easy, but it's not. You got to learn how to pack, how to ship, right? So start with the stuff that you know and start with the stuff that you already have at home.
So that would be like my almost last question. Your best advice for somebody who wants to start reselling. So do you have the best advice?
People get frustrated really quick that they put 30 items out on eBay and nothing is selling, right? Because maybe they're not correct items, or a lot of items are long tail. Believe me guys, I have items here that have been here on the shelves for 2 years and longer. It takes time. On some of this stuff, it just takes time. So the more you put it out there, do your research. Research about the items, how much they sell for, and how much is already on a market. Because a lot of times, people will put something online, they quickly did a search on their phone and they see, for example, I don't know, this knife, vintage knife, right? Sold on eBay, 6 of them for $22, $27, $40, and there's one for $120, right?
Does they go right away after 100 grand?
And they all sold, right? But they forgot to look how many they're actually for sale.
Still there, yeah.
And your item is there for 3 months and it's not selling because you forgot to look how many are there.
Yeah.
And there might be 167 available for sale, and you're wondering why is not yours selling, because it takes time. Supply and demand, how much is out there and how much actually are people willing to pay for it, you know?
Great.
I think that's the biggest thing that people forget to search. They get excited, I found this, I look all the solds on eBay, it sells for this much, I got it for $1, I'm gonna make 30 bucks on it. But there's 167 people who wants to make that 30 bucks too.
They're waiting too.
So it's a waiting game, it's gonna take time, you gotta price it right. Do your research. Research is number one. Because remember, we all say, and I always say, this is a great, the best thing that happened to us, right? We can search it anywhere we go, at any time, but how to search it, you know?
This actually would help us to grow our business super fast. In 1 year, this is impossible, right? But of course, it takes a lot of work.
But I'm gonna ask you now a question. How many items did you guys buy that a year ago that you still have it?
Oh, yes. Exactly. So many.
Exactly.
Why? Because we didn't do proper research right away from beginning. But it takes time to learn.
Number one thing.
And
the
learn
research.
from somebody who really wants to help you, like your channel, for example, who really wants to help you and give you knowledge.
Right.
And not watching people who wants to sell you. They're doing those videos because they want to sell you some course.
Exactly.
That's the.
I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with courses.
No.
Because for some people,
Yeah.
it's a good
Yeah.
way out as well.
A little bit faster.
A
Good.
little bit faster because there is some
Yeah.
good people out there who
Yeah.
can teach you good stuff. And I got nothing against that. Just like you go to school to be a doctor, right? You spend the money, you spend the time.
Just what I'm trying to say is that do you really must purchase courses?
No,
or,
you absolutely
no,
not.
Because the knowledge is in the
Absolutely not.
phone. Is in
There
the,
is
a lot of free.
so much free information out there, and so many good people out there that you can definitely find enough info out
Yeah.
there without spending
That's
money.
what I'm talking. I'm not talking
Especially-
against the courses, of course.
Especially when you're starting at the beginning. And money is everything, right? Because
Exactly.
you want to use that money to invest in the product that you're buying.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, number one.
$20 course. The best shoes, or some bolos, best shoes for $20. They're just gonna speed up something. You don't have to do some research.
You just gotta remember too that a lot of this stuff you gotta be careful because the trends change constantly.
Yeah, what
So
used to sell 10 years ago
or even a year
and
ago,
a year ago.
it's not selling now. you
So
know?
those bolos,
So-
5 years old,
or
yeah.
something that was actually selling 25 years ago. Like for example, Z Cavarici pants, they're coming back to the market within a year. You're gonna see again MC Hammer dancing with the white
big one,
pants.
yeah.
Okay, that's coming, and that's typical for trends.
Yes,
They
they're
go
coming back.
exactly. So you just you gotta take it with a grain of salt with all the bolos that you're looking and listening to because it changes. It's a little bit easier when it comes to like antiques and collectibles. Those usually stay at the same trends or even get more popular, right? Like something that it's a true antique that it's 100 years old, it's only gonna go up in value because it's less and less and less of that stuff. So stuff like that, usually you don't have problems. But like clothing, very risky. Like we said, this might be hot today and it's not hot next year.
Yeah, we see in our store, like everything is just up and down once in a while.
That's why you have to have a good mixture.
Yeah.
When you are a clothing seller, it's a tough. That's why I don't want to be a clothing seller, because anybody who sells clothing out there, more power to you.
Yeah, we do a lot of clothing, but it's a lot of knowledge. You must have a lot of. You have to.
And especially when you start like getting into the women's stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So.
Guys, that was really great video, and I want to thank Craigslist Hunter Pete. He's really cool, nice guy, as you can see. Not more pretty than me,
I
but he's cool.
Okay. Yeah, Max, no problem.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much,
welcome.
and hopefully I see you again
You're
pretty
welcome.
soon.
Absolutely.
And I just love it. His shop, his main cave is right here, and I just love it. It's really cool. I love it. Guys, Max Profit, and see you next time. Take care.